Hi everybody, Matt Rosenthal. This week, again, we're going to do a combination of a business tip that can cross over and can be considered a technology tip. This week, we're going to talk about what got you here won't get you there. So this week we're talking about what got you here won't get you there. Think about what that actually means. You've done a variety of things in your life a certain way. Could be educationally, it could be in work, could be in a variety of different aspects of your life. You did things that got you there, so to speak. There was a certain path you took, there was a certain way of thinking, there were certain habits. They got you to a certain point. But what happens when you plateau? What happens when you get to that point and you find yourself possibly not experiencing anything new? You find yourself not really moving forward. There's a reason for that. What got you there is not going to necessarily get you to where you're going next. Examples of that. First, business. By far the easiest one for us all to relate to. Okay? What you did in business, whether it be that you are an employee in a small business, a medium-sized business, a large business, whether you're the business owner, whether you're in management or a leadership position, none of those actually matter. What matters is you did things to get you there. And if you just step back and you ask yourself where you really want to go, say to yourself, did I actually get there? Why am I still where I am? Why haven't I moved forward? Why haven't things really blossomed the way that I thought they would in business or at work? Because what you did to get there only gets you so far. Okay? The same thing happens in life in general. I mean, it's such a broad topic, but if you really reflect on your life and the different periods of your life, every period you did things that got you to a certain place. And then when you got there, you either had to do something to get to the next place or next chapter, or you just stayed where you were, right? So it applies to life too. Relationships, same thing applies. You meet somebody, could be a new friend, somebody that you connected with, and you're friends for a while, and maybe your friendship is based on going to sports events together or whatever it is. After a while, it kind of gets old, kind of gets boring, right? And so it's like, well, where does the relationship go from here? Where does the friendship go from here? It could be a relationship with a spouse. I mean, obviously, if that continues to move forward and it continues to change, so what got you to each part, each chapter, things had to change in order for you to go to the next chapter. So what got you to one spot would not get you to the next if you didn't do something different. Circumstances change. So what circumstance may have existed at any one point, and what you did, right, to inside that circumstance, and what you did to get to a certain place in a certain circumstance, that circumstance may change. It may not change. Let's say that you got your first apartment, right? It's a one-bedroom apartment and a great experience. I remember when I got my first, when I bought my first apartment, and how exciting it was, and how all the things I did up until that point got me to the place where I could buy my one-bedroom condo, and it was a huge achievement for me. It was great, but then things changed. Circumstances changed. My job changed, life changed, relationships changed, and I wanted more. Okay, so what got me to that place, what got me that one-bedroom condo, if I continued to do the same things I was doing, it would not have gotten me to a two-bedroom, then to a townhouse, then to a house. It just wouldn't have, right? So what got you here won't get you there. So what do? Number one, you need to see it, you need to accept it, right? See that what you did to get there will not get you to wherever it is you want to go. So number one, see it. Be aware of it. Awareness is the key. Number two, you need to evolve. Okay? If you don't evolve, you will not be able to go past what got you here. So accept it, then evolve, come up with a plan, so evolve so that you can go to the next level, so that you can go wherever you want to go. How do you do that? You need to learn something. You need to learn something. Doesn't matter what we're talking about, whether it's business, life, relationships, circumstances. If you don't learn what got you there because you learned something, right? So if you don't learn the next thing that you need to know in order to get you to the next spot, to get there, whatever there is for you, not going to get there. You're going to stay where you are. Next thing is remain open-minded. You need to remain open-minded because if you limit your beliefs and you limit your thoughts, if you limit what you believe you're capable of, you're just going to stay in that spot where what got you here got you here. If you want to go there, wherever there is for you, whatever your dreams are, whatever your vision is, whatever your goals are, you have to remain open-minded because if you're not, you won't see it. You won't evolve. You won't learn. Open-mindedness is extremely important here. Look outside of the blind spots. I'm not going to write that whole thing, it's too long, but I'm going to put blind spots. So what's a blind spot? If you walk around like this all day, every day of your life, and you don't pay attention to what's right here, what's outside that tunnel where you're looking straight ahead, you're not going to see that what you really need to do to reach the goal, to achieve that vision, it's not right in front of you. It's right outside that view. It's a blind spot. So when you're like this, you can't see it. But if you remain open-minded, all of a sudden it goes like this, and next thing you know, you see things that you did not see before. And when you see things you did not see before, now you have the vision and you have the ability and you have the sight from which you can from which point you can see what you need to do to get to the next step, to get there. You're here, you're on a perch, you've made it. Right? I have my 1-bedroom condo, I wanted a 2-bedroom condo. What did I need to do to get there? I needed to make more money. And in order to do that, I needed to see that I needed to make more money, evolve so that I could be more valuable in the workplace. It required me to learn, right? And remain open-minded and not have the blind spots. What did I need to learn? Next thing is you need to do the shift. The shift is the big thing. If you shift 1 degree, let's say you're on a flight from LA to New York, okay? And the pilot shifts 1 degree. I'm not exactly sure where you're going to land, but I know you are not going to land in New York. You're going to land somewhere else. A 1 degree shift, a shift in your thinking, a shift in all of these things I just mentioned is going to end up delivering a very different result than if you just stay on the track that you were on, doing what got you here. Apply this to technology. Every aspect of technology requires every one of these things. You need to see it in terms of what the goal is, what you're looking to achieve with technology in your business. The technology has to evolve, right? Or you're going to stay in the spot where you landed the last time you evolved it, which certainly is going to impact your business negatively. You need to learn, right? The technology requires you to learn. Remain open-minded in terms of the technology solutions, in terms of the actual business problems you're trying to solve with your technology, and really make sure that you make good choices. And blind spots, absolutely apply to technology. You may think that, oh, the solution is right here, when again, if you just go like this, the solution's right here. I didn't know that. Well, by talking to people, by consulting with people, by sharing ideas, by having conversations, next thing you know, you see things you didn't see before. And then you make the shift, right? You go 1 degree this way, 1 degree that way, everything changes. Outcomes change when you make that shift. So in summary, be open to change, be open to exploring change, embrace it. Transformation happens after the shift. When you make that shift, going through this process, on the other side of that is transformation, and transformation is what actually will get you there. And when you get there again, you go through this process, it'll get you to the next checkpoint, and then to the next checkpoint. And when you really put that together, what you realize is there's no end to evolving, there's no end to transformation, and there's no end to how much you can actually achieve when you have this mindset. Be happy to help you. These are things that I embrace in my own life. These are things that I'm really passionate about. I spend a lot of time myself on all of these things and thinking about these things. And I can tell you that there are so many checkpoints that I've experienced, and I'd love to share my knowledge with you. If you'd like to send me a message, I'm happy to respond to you. If you like this video, please share it. Share the information. Let's help as many people as we can. Have a great week. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon.